Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be going over the new Dokkan Festival exclusive Mercenary TAO. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So of course, I'm probably the last one covering this because this information dropped early in the morning, 1 a.m. for me. I was fast asleep, but I get to take a little break here and quickly record this video. I was going to do a history of the end of May Dokkan Festival exclusive and discuss like the units that came out in 2024, 2023, etc., etc. And as you kind of see here, not all that hyped units, right? And none of them really were OP when they initially came out. All of them had some sort of flaw. And Mercenary TAO is very good, but there is kind of some flaws that you have to deal with as well. So you can say the end of May Dokkan Festival exclusive units, I don't know why this is here, is flawed units that generally most people aren't going to summon on anyway. So, but let's go ahead and dive into the details here for this unit. Again, preview came out at 1 o'clock my time, could not cover it, and I'm recording this like 9 hours later. But the leader skill here, an interesting leader skill. You do have a new category. So I believe we're over 100 categories now in terms of categories in Dokkan, which is crazy. Mission execution. We don't know what that is. I will do a full breakdown of Mercenary TAO when the date of download comes out. And then you have another Earthbred Fighters category leader. So of course we ended up getting one from Kid Goku, but we also have one now, but this is an extreme physical unit. So maybe running some extreme units on this team here. And then you have Ki plus 3, HP 200% and 170% to attack and defense. And then the additional 50% boost is for Dragon Ball Seekers and Earthlings. Two categories that are kind of limited, but it'll be very interesting seeing who's in mission execution that's going to get the additional boost. When you have Earthbred Fighters and Earthlings, you really don't have like too many dominant units. But we'll talk about some options that you're going to have in terms of the 250 and 220% boost there. Then you have the super attack here is massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and lowers attack and defense. So no, there is no defensive boost here. And again, that's going to go in the pattern of missing defense. However, we have damage mitigation. So damage mitigation is the key to this unit here. This is designed to be a tank of really any position, which is nice. It's not locked into like first position or third position. It could be any spot. So as long as he maybe flows into one of these category teams on here, you're going to be okay. But let's talk about what he actually has. So as long as you bring a mission execution, again, we don't know what those units are going to be, category ally on the team, you're going to get the opportunity to have orb changing initially, 1 time, to Rainbow Key Spheres, and then stuns all enemies. So this is a guaranteed stun, not a 50% chance like a Jiren. It's a guaranteed stun, so more like a Jocko and Chaozu for those who run those in World Tournament. Those are guaranteed stuns right when he shows up, and as long as the characters are able to be stunned, you're gonna be in good shape. So it's really beneficial for units that maybe need a build up, things of that nature. So that first turn is actually very incredible. On top of that, you're gonna get attack 100% and chance of performing critical hit and damage reduction 50%, and that's infinite. That's gonna be for the rest of the battle. That's really strong there. Because the base effect, you're going to get Ki plus 2, 200% to attack defense, and then another damage mitigation of 30%, and medium chance performing critical hit, which is 30% there. So you have 80% chance to crit and have damage mitigation. Now you might go, well, where's the flaw? 80% damage mitigation is absolutely super strong. Well, the flaw here is you can see you have 200% defense and only 200% defense when receiving an attack. Everything else is attack. Right, so your defensive stat is going to be low, so it's important for you to be running like units that can support this unit. We'll talk about the supports that he's going to have, but ultimately that's the kind of the flaw. But still, 80% of damage mitigation is very strong. But if you're going to get hit with like, I don't know, 7 million, super attack or something like that, it is going to it's going to hurt you quite a bit. So anyway, when attacking with 12 or more key, it's 200% to attack, and then for every rainbow key sphere obtained, it's crazy. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, 200% to attack. That's super strong. And then when receiving a unarmed super attack here, great chance of nullifying, and then countering with tremendous power. Whew, really good. And lastly, there's a little extra attack boost, like crazy, actually, not even a little bit, but a crazy amount of attack boost when the target enemy is stunned. 500% to attack, guaranteed crit, which you're at 80% anyway, but if your HP is under 70%, it's 500 and 500, and then you add all the rainbow keys. It's crazy amount of damage, guys. Crazy amount of damage. So, so this unit also has these categories. You can run them on. Again, it's always going to be best for you to have at least a mission execution unit on the team. So you really don't want to run without that. And you do also have an active skill. So the active skill here is can be activated when there's a Dragon Ball Seekers or Kamehameha enemy, or when all allies attack in the same turn is mission execution. And then you're able to, again, stun for 1 turn, and then STR and Int key spheres turn into rainbow key spheres. So nothing like crazy, good on active skill. You have the stunning mechanic on there, but it's just pretty basic. It's a serious active skill. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the other units that you can run on this team if you're going to run TAO as the leader. Now, this doesn't have, again, the mission execution. I'll do the full breakdown when the data download happens. But you can see here for the LRs, you have like Bulma still good as a support. You can see all these other units here. So this is only Earthbred Fighters as the main, and then you have Dragon Ball Seekers and Earthlings, right? So you can see there's really not much. It's mostly support units, which is actually pretty good. But there's a couple units that is going to highlight Mercenary TAO. For one, it's going to be the banner unit in the General Blue. So this unit here is a great unit, and I wish banner units always did this, right? This is a support unit for mission execution, key +2, defense and attack 40%, orb changing to remove key spheres again. So you're gonna, when you link this person up, the amount of attack damage you're gonna get from Mercenary TAO is gonna be huge. You're gonna get 150% to attack and defense. This is a dodge unit, so it's not a tanking unit, so it kind of almost says dodge or die though. You do have to watch out for this here, but you have a great chance. And then 200% to attack and defense here when you're in the 2nd or 3rd position, which again, you're probably going to be running this in the 2nd or 3rd position. But if you're running this when there is a mission execution or DB Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, you get an additional 10%, getting yourself up to 80% dodge. You seals enemies super attack for 2 turns. If they're sealable, that's amazing. And then all allies 30% for 2 turns. This is fantastic, right? So so now you're going to get for Mercenary TAO 70% boost, key +2, 70%. And again, that is just going to be very powerful. And for some reason, they added there's a Peppy Gals category enemy, guards and crits. So that's kind of funny how they added on there. Anyway, so this is going to be a very interesting 1-2 punch. We'll see when these units come out how good it's going to be. It's 70% boost to attack and defense. Yeah, I just think that Mercenary TAO is just going to do crazy damage. So but on top of that, another unit that is going to run, so again, if you're going to run this in 1st position as the leader for Mercenary TAO, you're going to have General Blue as 1 rotation, but you should probably have Path of Power EZA Goku as the other position, because you're going to get a 58% boost, and then you're going to get an additional 8% to damage mitigation, totaling up to 88% damage mitigation for Mercenary TAO. That is amazing. So you're going to continue to boost him and have that additional 8% is going to be huge. So man, Mercenary TAO could get very close to really tank pretty much anything. But again, if you're getting hit with 7 million and your defensive stat is quite low, it might not mitigate enough. So, but I think it's looking really good. So ultimately here, I think Mercenary TAO looks a lot better than these units that came about, when they initially came out. But again, we haven't tested it yet. It could have those flaws that I was talking about. But we will see. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.